Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Every week, you can have the conversations you've always wanted to have about the films you love.
Shut up!
We're gonna get you, not another peep.
Get rid of your distractions and prepare yourself.
Then lock your door. 5, 6, crucifix.
You got a big surprise coming to you. You're not going anywhere.
Welcome everybody to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Danny Bowden here.
And Scotty Bonin with you guys.
We are
the Blood Brothers.
And
Rob.
O'Neilio.
Every time.
First of
Just
all,
never gets old.
Rob, did you even watch this movie?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I sent Rob a behind the scenes link.
When did you order the DVD set? I don't believe you even ordered it.
I ordered it this weekend, and with the Labor Day holiday,
it didn't come yet.
It's not. It'll probably be here Thursday or Friday because it wasn't Prime shipping either. So
good.
I don't even have a tracking number. But as soon as we're done watching these movies, I'm going to burn
the disc set that you have.
Yes, I'm going to burn it to the ground.
Rob did not watch Puppet Master 6, Curse of the Puppet Masters.
It's not my job. It's not my job.
Hey, we watched it though last night.
Puppeting.
Did you check any of that behind the scenes?
Actually, that's one of your
Danny
only
did.
jobs here. That's one of your only jobs.
I did watch some of the behind the scenes while I was pooping.
Yeah, so that kind of gives you an idea of it a little bit. And, Wikipedia and IMDb. So, but it was. I think it was better than Puppet Master 5, but it was still pretty bad. Puppet Master 6.
I don't really know about that. I don't know about any of this.
I did watch like when I texted Danny about a week or two ago where I watched half of this movie by mistake when we were supposed to be watching, I think, part 4.
Oh yeah,
because it was
YouTube.
on Full Moon.
It's on YouTube.
It was on YouTube. This is one that's actually on YouTube.
Well, why didn't you just fucking watch it on YouTube then?
Because I had to friggin' work today, man.
He was driving home.
Come home and do stuff. I got college courses.
Give me fucking colleges for jokesters.
It's for jokes.
Fucking college. Right in the ass. So you saw half of this already.
So it was available at your fingertips for free, and you didn't watch this movie.
I watched half of this movie, which is more than I watched of part 5.
I'm just stashing that away. Whenever,
and this week you probably watched other things when you could have watched the rest of Puppet Master 6.
Oh yeah.
I have that I have not watched an entire season of anything this week, which is rare.
Jeez. Or did you watch a complete episode or a full-length movie?
I didn't get through a full-length movie this week at all. And I think I got about maybe 4 or 5 episodes into Coach.
Coach? Fuck you watching Coach for? Watch Puppet Master 6.
Fucking Coach is good. Puppet Master 6 is obviously not.
I don't know.
I watched half of it. I love Coach. Craig T. Nelson's
badass. I
don't know about Coach though. I never thought.
How do you know about Coach?
Never thought that was a great show.
When's the last time you've seen Coach?
When I was like,
we watched the reruns of it all the time.
It holds up, man. It holds up even better now. It's better than friggin' Frasier. I'll give it that.
No, don't you dare. Frasier was way better than Coach.
Frasier is garbage.
I like both.
So much
I was a fan
better.
of both.
The Minnesota.
No.
I was a fan of both.
You got Frasier's dad with his beat up old recliner messing up Frasier's decor.
And you have his
housekeeper
Dick Van Dyke's
Daphne.
brother. You got Dick
and
Van
you got
Dyke's
Niles
brother.
Crane. Think of all the shenanigans going on.
So many shenanigans.
You got Roz in the studio.
Who else is in Coach?
I don't remember any of Coach, really, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I can't. I know just Craig T. Nelson was awesome.
You got Dauber. You got Coach. You got Dick Van Dyke's
All right.
younger
Well,
brother.
Oh yeah, Jerry Van Dyke.
but
That's
we're
right.
not talking
Jerry
about
Van
that
Dyke,
today.
yes.
We're talking about Puppet Master 6.
Let's
But
do it.
why?
The
Why?
puppeting.
Why do we have to talk about Puppet Master 6? Why don't we talk about how trash and garbage the new Halloween's going to be?
Well, how do you know that?
That's because I just know.
But
Carpenter's involved.
and Blumhouse are
Carpenter,
Yeah.
no, it's
are
come
involved.
out that Carpenter gives it his seal of approval, and the only involvement Carpenter really is the score,
Is the theme
which he
music.
already wrote 40 years ago.
Well, I put my
1978.
faith in Danny McBride.
Yeah, and Blumhouse helped
I
produce
did too,
it.
till I
So
watched Alien Covenant, which was just
Alien Covenant was awesome.
McBride was awesome in Covenant,
Garbage.
especially.
Yes, Rob's just a born internet troll. He just loves
calling
to
you
just
out,
hate
Lance
things.
Wagner. It's garbage.
It's
gonna be a
awesome.
garbage
Oh,
movie.
I don't know about the new one. It's
the Halloween or Covenant?
I'm sure it'll be acceptable. Covenant was awesome.
Covenant was awesome. It was predictable, but it was awesome. I still liked it. I think
The
that
only reason why Danny likes Covenant is because Michael Fassbender made out with Michael Fassbender.
Why do you
That was
think I
pretty
like?
badass.
Why do you
That
think
was
I
pretty
love
hot,
Fassbender
sexy.
so much? I'm not obsessed with Fassbender.
Do you not love Fassbender?
Well, of course, everyone loves Fassbender.
I love
See?
Fassbender,
okay,
too.
so I rest my case. And I believe it's pronounced like Fossbender.
Fassbender.
I'm just saying,
Fassbender.
anything having to do with the Alien series can't do wrong in my
Yeah.
mind. It's like Evil Dead.
Yeah, it was still. I mean, I thought
The
I thought
visuals were amazing.
they were. Prometheus might have been a little bit better, but I still.
Fassbender's defined ripples all over his hairless body.
He's really good in that, in both of them. All right, let's get to this. Curse of the Puppet Master, 1998, straight to video.
He put Steven Seagal's sagging man boobs to shame.
Oh, don't you even.
Not Steven
I
Seagal
did-
in his
no,
prime.
I guess I did. I did watch a couple of full-length feature movies because I did end up watching Cyborg, Death Warrant,
Ooh.
Ooh,
Sudden
great ones.
Impact,
Sudden Impact.
Universal Soldier.
The hockey.
again. The hockey one.
Yeah.
That's sudden death, right? Or is it sudden,
Sudden death.
impact?
Hockey
Sudden
tournament.
Death.
Sudden
It
death.
is sudden death. And I watched Hard Target again. So I watched like 4 or 5 Van Damme movies.
Okay.
Over Curse of the Puppet Master.
But no. But see, nobody can blame me for that. Nobody can blame me for watching Van Damme over Curse of Puppet Master.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Well, we can because we have a podcast on Curse of Puppet Master.
Yes.
Why can't we have a
So it's more
podcast on
important.
Van Damme movies?
Well, we will soon in the Patreon stuff when we have more free time.
I
Exactly.
got tons of free
Precisely.
time to talk about Van Damme.
Apparently.
You guys
All right,
ready to get into
Puppet
this?
Master PPM 6.
Curse of the Puppet
Couldn't
Master.
watch it last night because I was doing. We were doing script edits. for our movie.
I'm still doing script edits all day today. How far did you get on Puppet Master 6?
Do you
I
remember?
got
remember?
up to where like they brought like the local retard back home to their house.
Oh yeah, Tank.
That's like 1/5 of the way into it.
I know, but man, it felt like an hour. I mean,
That's like not even 1/5. That's like in the first 10 minutes.
well, I mean, we could guess it from here, right? I mean,
Oh God.
the puppets kill people. I'm
Yeah.
sure somebody gets tripped or breaks an ankle and then somehow dies, or maybe a shin gets whacked
There is
somehow.
a shin stab.
Yep, there is.
See?
And he does fall.
See? A Blade does absolutely nothing.
Well, he shin stabs and slices a couple people. Blade
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
does the most in
Yeah,
this. I
Blade
think.
does a lot. So does Tunneler.
Yeah.
So this is
You know who does absolutely nothing ever is Jester.
he did
Yeah,
a
he
couple
just- I
hits
guess he
today.
just spins
or
his head around.
in this movie.
He just spins his head around and that's it.
but it's a creepy spin.
Leech Woman made an appearance and did absolutely nothing.
No, you
and
just see her.
So did what's the dude? Flame
Torch.
Torch.
They wanted to introduce all the puppets because the scientist bought all of them at an auction. So apparently Rick is out of the picture now. The other puppet
I
master.
don't know how this connects to the last one. I don't know if it's in sequence or the puppets sold, because last we left off, Rick had basically adopted these puppets as pets in his home, and they were like living the sitcom life. You know, his girlfriend just got back from a 10-mile run, and they were joking with the puppets.
Well, apparently
So,
this is.
I guess their little relationship didn't last. Neither of them wanted the puppets, and they sold them at auction.
And then this is when Mr. McGrew
That's what I'm
comes
guessing.
into the picture, and he buys all the puppets.
At auction for his model museum.
Yes, But in actuality, he's trying to transfer people's souls into the puppets. And obviously, we see the very first scene. The experiment doesn't quite go right.
Well, we don't know that till the end. We just see him burning a helpless puppet.
Yeah, he's burning a puppet that's screaming, but we find that out at the end, which I'm just giving away there.
In the middle of a park, it looks like.
Yeah, and he digs like half a grave, and the top of the box is still sticking out.
Did you see that part, Rob? It's the very beginning.
Already, Danny?
I am yawning already.
It's the very
we're
beginning.
Talking about Puppet Master 6. Right when you mentioned Puppet Master 6, yawns started coming.
But the movie wraps you in the whole time because there's storm and lightning right away with fog machines and no rain.
There is so many fucking storms.
Every Puppet Master
and
has
no
storms.
Rain. Some of them
Especially
have
this
rain.
one.
I don't know why it has to be storming for the puppets to live, I guess.
And these are like loud cracking lightning, like bolts, and there's just no rain, and it's always storming. Whenever there's a night scene, it's always storming. But yeah, so he buys them all, and they're at his little house there, and they're all caged up.
They're doing shows for people. They're all friends. They're not like caged up, like.
Yeah, but they sleep.
They're doing shows, daily shows for kids, showing, waving shit around and stuff, and everyone's happy-go-lucky.
And his daughter, Jane McGrew, who's just played by Emily Harrison, lives there with him, with Dad.
Back from college, back from getting her cherry popped.
Yep. And
by tribal arm tattooed, Marlboro smoking Rob lookalike.
Yep. She's back from Tallahassee, the University of Tallahassee.
The University of Tallahassee. Florida State University.
Yep. Florida State. She's a Seminole. She came back.
Like the Seminole vesicles?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that means.
But then we have
it's a funny joke.
Seminole vesicles.
Ha!
I like that.
So they go to get gas. You have the dumb old
tank,
cute gas station attendant who the cool guys pick on and trip in a very nonviolent manner.
He falls down all lightly on the concrete.
Super light trip and fall. They were very careful about it, very courteous, but still wanted to trip him.
And he has his,
they couldn't afford the stunt man, I guess.
No.
He has his new 1995 black convertible Mustang,
which is like the worst year for Mustangs ever.
God.
Just that horrible looking convertible body style.
And this is when we get introduced to Tank, which is his real name is tell us your real name. No, I know it's tell us your real name. Robert. He's very soft-spoken and shy.
He carved some piece of shit out of wood.
Yep.
And now the puppet master thinks he's all a retard genius.
Oh, he's a genius.
And wants to hire him to carve his puppet that he wants to eventually put his soul into.
He knows how to use his hands. And that's the whole setup. That's the movie in a nutshell.
So he offers him more money than the gas station attendant, which is one of the worst actors ever.
Oh, the gas station attendant?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he breaks up the fight between.
But apparently, offering him a job means he also gets to live at the puppet master's house
next to the puppet master's hot daughter
and bang his daughter. Although she's not. I mean, that's what you want.
She's okay.
She's all right.
She's got that like seductive look.
She has a
redhead.
She has like a square rectangular face.
Jane.
I mean, she's probably pretty good for like. Lenny from of Mice of Men.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Is she in that?
No.
No.
That's the comparison to take.
Oh, yes.
She has like this square face, and it's like her cheeks are full of shit all the time when she's trying to talk. And it's like you expect her to have a lisp, but she doesn't quite have a lisp, but she's got something going on.
Yeah, she has she has those eyes that are kind of seductive like, but she's not extremely attractive, so I thought the scientist, Mr. McGrew, Dr. McGrew, played by George Peck, I thought he did a pretty good job. His acting was probably the best out of anyone in the movie. But the guy that played Tank, Josh Green, he was okay. I think this was his film debut, and most of these actors haven't done anything. I guess Josh Green was in Pearl Harbor.
I can't imagine why nobody in this movie has
Pearl
gone
Harbor.
on to bigger
He's just as a soldier.
Yeah, he's just a soldier. He's one of the military guys in it.
One of the 500 soldiers in Pearl Harbor.
Yep,
That
yep.
just runs past the camera once.
Pretty much, yeah.
He got an extra. He was an extra in a movie.
Let's see if it says what his name was or what he played. God, Tom Sizemore. There were so many people in that. Let's not get to Pearl Harbor now.
Tom Sizemore.
That's when Josh Hartnett was relevant.
Tom Sizemore used to be in like Saving Private Ryan and Pearl Harbor, and now he's like in AA doing independent films for $5,000 for 2 days.
Less than that, probably like 500.
Yeah, well, I mean, meth is cheap, so he doesn't really have to work as hard anymore.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
It is crazy. It's nuts.
That's gonna be Rob. He's gonna write like a couple big screenplays and hit his peak.
Get on meth.
And then we're gonna find him curled up in a trailer home in Tallahassee.
Yep.
Yep.
Just fucking.
I end up going back to Tallahassee.
Yep.
Just junked out, and he's gonna be like writing short films for college students.
Yep. For short films, yeah.
So they pass their midterms.
Yeah.
It's my dream. It's just. I mean,
it's perfect.
But it would be a really good ride, you know.
His kids have
reach your
disowned
prime
him.
and then just go
his
downhill.
Kids don't even want to talk to him anymore.
Oh man.
But
don't threaten me with a good time.
But we keep the podcast going just for your sake and just to keep you company.
He's not even coherent. Who is this? Who's there? Who's there?
The walls are talking. Danny? Yeah. Danny, is that you?
Danny, do you have another screenplay?
Just let me cameo in one more movie. I just need like $1,500,
just man. Be the gas station clerk, please. That's it. And you're out. You're out around town creeping up behind people, just like the cop is in this movie.
Let you on set once, and you're like Michael Baldwin over there, just trying to have his dealers meet him.
Yeah, Baldwin. But don't worry, Thornberry's going to be there backing you up. He's got you covered.
Man.
He'll just put it on his credit card.
I don't know if my downfall coming. I don't know if Bill's going to be around for my downfall. Not with the re-release of Zima.
Yeah,
he'll
be there in spirit.
Thornberry's he'll cover your rent on his Credit One credit card.
Yeah.
You know, the one that looks like Capital One, but it's not.
Credit One. But he'll have to put he'll have to put half it on his Credit One, and then the other half on his Merrick Bank credit card.
Yeah. Then you know, like the $11 that he has in his wallet.
Yeah,
he'll combine 3 payment methods.
and your rent's gonna only be like $600. So, but still, damn it. But he still got your back. I had to stock up on case of Zima. That's where all my money went.
Yes. How do we even get to this?
So I was talking about the creeper cop, and the cops in this movie are definitely weird.
Really weird. One is just a creepy sexual type cop talking to his face while his partner just stands within 2 inches of his dick to your butt behind you the whole time.
And then
which is where you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when he moves, he immediately moves like a magnet.
Like you can tell that whoever directed this told that cop, like, I want you to stand about 2 inches behind the person in front of you. And then he just took that to heart and like never let more than 2 inches gap in between him and this. It started with him and McGrew, where McGrew
has a show, yeah.
And he's just right on his ass the whole time, and then it switches to the sheriff. He's right on the deputy's right on the sheriff's ass the whole time.
His chin's sitting on the sheriff's shoulder,
basically,
and McGrew's shoulder. Yeah, but they get paid back later. The puppets take them out, take the cops out.
Puppets.
There's some decent effects in this.
I just don't like the whole direction they've gone in this entire franchise, which pretty much happened. I think it was number 2, wasn't it? Or 3 maybe, where the puppets turn from bad to like you're always on their side now.
Mm-hmm. Like if you take them in and give them a place to live,
the puppets need to be bad and scary. They can't be.
Yeah.
They're not.
I mean, they're basically like overly friendly gremlins.
Yeah, they're just pets.
Yeah, they can't be. They can only have one master, and anyone else they kill. You know.
Or
Yeah,
the
but
master's
not
friends.
like indiscriminately. They just kind of like protect. I don't know. It's really and they make like weird kind of cute-ish noises. Like I don't know if you pick up like like it is just the weirdest shit. I
Blade
thought
doesn't make
these
any
things,
sounds.
watching these, looking at the covers of these movies
you used
growing
to.
up and everything, I thought like what Danny said, like they're like Chucky. They just like run around and
they're evil.
and just little evil gremlins, little evil trolls running around. But I don't know, they're not redeeming either. Like I don't like them. These like I really just I don't know.
Yeah, and see, Chucky was redeeming because Brad Dourif was the voice, and he was funny at times, and this and that. But
Brad
these
Dourif,
guys,
Rob Zombie really sank his career.
yeah, gave him the sheriff in Halloween and Halloween 2.
He did a fine job
the
in that
remix.
film.
Oh no, Dourif did. I'm just saying that being in a zombie movie doesn't really give you much options afterwards.
Sid Haig's in Bone Tomahawk.
That's right. That's right.
Not near a big enough role. But
Well, no, that's true.
Hey, and what's his name? The other guy in movies too.
What do you, Mosley?
Mosley, yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Mosley. His career's done pretty good.
he just keeps doing Rob Zombie movies.
Hey, there you go. Paying the bills.
Shit, he probably is paying the bills.
So most of these scenes of the puppets are recycled from previous films. If you guys didn't notice the opening introduction,
Well, the whole opening was about 10 minutes of recap.
recycled, yeah.
Well, not recap, just
credits.
images
opening
from
credits.
previous movies.
On the previous episode of Puppet Master.
Yes.
I mean, they're definitely taking like a card out of the Phantasm deck. Like, oh man, what's our like post edit or whatever? Oh, we're at like 37 minutes, guys. Cool. Let's just do a whole bunch of flashbacks and let's do like a 9.5 minute opening credit of the 12 other movies that came before this one.
Good idea.
Yeah, we nailed it.
Nailed it. What was this movie? 72 minutes?
78 minutes. This movie was
2 minutes
yeah.
under 80, and but I mean, like actual runtime, I'm not sure. Like,
although
probably 60.
I think Puppet Master 7 or 8 is like 71 minutes though. It's pretty short, or 72 minutes. But this movie was shot in 8 days, so a pretty short run. And the budget was $250,000 on this one. So,
and I watched some behind the scenes footage. I mean, they looked like they were doing it right. It just didn't come out as good.
Legit. I mean, they had like the effects people on there. They had like the carpenters and the guy that built like the puppet stomach for Tank when they cut a hole in the bed, and obviously he's having night terrors and nightmares about him turning into a puppet, and that's when he has the first time you see he has stubby legs and he wakes up and freaks out. So there was like the carpenter guy that made that, and they put a lot of effort into it, but just didn't come off good. And then the puppet stomach when he has a nightmare and he wakes up and he has a puppet stomach with gears and stuff.
I think they overdid it on those dreams a little bit.
Yeah, then he wakes up and he's good. He's fine.
Rob has no idea what we're talking about because he didn't watch the movie. That was free on
I
YouTube.
mean, I have an idea. It's just bad. Okay, I'm willing to go out on like a limb here and just say that we just don't do any more of these movies.
Well, your DVD set's on the way.
I'll burn them. I will go like on group live and burn them like a pyre. Like I will burn them and say some kind of a prayer over them, and that's it. Or maybe we just skip ahead and watch this. Whoever the
Littlest Reich?
the
Craig
guy
Craig Zoller wrote.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good S. Craig Zoller really is.
T.S. Craig Zoller. Is that it?
What? S. Craig Zoller.
S. Craig Zoller. Sorry.
Why is his name S?
I don't know.
Sean.
Sid.
Is he embarrassed?
I don't know.
What does his first name stand for?
I don't know.
It's just Steven.
Dude, we're in too deep now. We can't stop. You know what we could do, though, is start doubling up on these things.
Aren't there people in the group that said they get better as we go along here?
Yeah, but these are the same people that voted these movies over all the other ones. They're all liars. They can't be trusted. Our group has gotten to like 33,000 people. These people are not trustworthy. It's like a mob effect now. People are just voting because other people have voted.
I think like the people who like out of the 33,000 that voted for this movie, only like a small percentage did, and maybe we should have gotten with just not trusted that small percentage.
Hey, we got to get these covered at some point.
Yeah, you're right. We got to cover them anyways, and they're not like the worst movies I've ever seen. They're somewhat entertaining, but just dumb, funny.
Yeah.
They're almost just so bad they're good. We
have to get through them so we can start our entire series on Rob Zombie films.
I think we've touched enough of those. It says S. Craig Zoller's done another movie with Mel Gibson and
dragged on concrete or whatever.
Yeah, Dragged Across Concrete. It's got him and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
I don't think it's out yet though, right?
That.
It says it's at the Venice Film Festival already.
Oh, so it's just festivals. It's probably not released to the public.
No, it said release September 3rd, 2018.
What?
We need to watch that if it's
like
already
2 days ago.
That's what it said.
Available where? Someone search Amazon right now.
Dragged Across Concrete.
I'm looking.
I'll just spit some facts while you guys look here. So, Curse of the Puppet Master. The story originally took place in Egypt, where the puppets face off against a mummy. But that idea was dropped, probably because of budget issues.
Oh, it's not on Amazon yet. It was released on the 3rd, it said.
Oh.
Where is it? Where is that?
I don't know. Continue with your...
Yes. So, yeah, I think if this movie was supposedly in Egypt, which...
I would have rather seen that.
Yeah, but it would have probably had to be on like a sound stage and might have looked a little cornier. I mean, they definitely couldn't have gone to Egypt. Maybe they could have made it happen in the desert of California somewhere or Arizona or something. But, I would have rather seen that. But who knows if they could have pulled it off. The movie does also have the similar... actually, it says the same script as the movie 1973. That's a snake hiss. So, so it has the same script supposedly, or there was at least a rehash of that script used for this movie. And you can also see a snake prop from that movie on display in McGrew's Hall at his house. So pretty cool.
Yeah, Rob, this just says it premiered at the film festival 3 days ago. I don't think that means.
But they got it should be coming out pretty quick.
Yeah, it's probably not out yet.
I don't think this is going to go to the theaters. I think this has got to go to digital.
Yeah.
Well, all his movies have gone to digital so far. Which is too bad because they're so badass. But it's easier for people to find them.
Can't wait to watch this thing. I gotta watch all these videos.
It said it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Ooh.
It's
good.
Really?
It better be good.
Wasn't Bone Tomahawk over 2 hours?
I'm not sure, but Bone Tomahawk had cannibals.
I think it was
40
over 2
minutes.
hours.
Wow.
Well, even so probably was Brawl and Cell Block.
Well, I guess Don Johnson and Jennifer Carpenter and a whole bunch of people joined for the film festival that it was in, and Mel Gibson's rocking a freaking sweet mustache in this movie.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Mel Gibson has the best facial hair of any actor. Have you seen his
best.
beard? His beard is just glorious.
It is very glorious. Sexy.
Silver fox.
Is
there a trailer out for this? I don't even see a trailer for it.
I'm about to do some looking after we're done with this episode.
With the white
Mel Gibson's
black
awesome.
mixed.
That movie Mel Gibson did, Bloodfather, was friggin' insane.
Bloodfather? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, that was, oh man. It's got William H. Macy in it. Oh, it's so good.
I thought that was Get the Gringo.
No, although that is awesome too. And then he did another one where he plays he plays like a Boston detective.
That's Edge of Darkness. Yeah.
Edge of Darkness is friggin' killer. No, man, he's cranked out some awesome kind of like independent under the table movies.
Yeah.
I need to watch Edge of Darkness. I still haven't seen it yet.
So in this Puppet Master, you get some. Fucking microphone keeps falling down. There we go.
Jeez, man.
Yep.
Get your shit straight over there.
You have these punk kids who, of course, one of the puppets has to, kill one of them, and it's just I just hate
Joey.
I just hate this. I guess in the 80s or in some of these cheap horror movies, the first thing that goes out the window is the writing when it comes to bullying scenes, because these are like the worst ever written scenes. You have the soft trip.
Yeah.
You have these.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
You have these goons in the background just going, yeah. You tell them, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like the passive aggressiveness of the '90s, like like the like very subtle homophobic or racist, or you know what I mean, like all those, like a lot of the movies from the '90s would just have somebody just under be like, yeah, queer. It's like, okay, yeah, we get it, woo, yeah, gays exist. Thank you, 1990s. If it wasn't for Friends and like Home for the Holidays, we would never know that gays were around.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest shit.
Oh! Yeah, holy crap.
Goodness sakes.
God, my ears are bleeding.
Oh, fuck.
What is that? What does this mean?
It means it's time for the horror halftime.
We are right on. Good job, guys.
Actually, I was just looking at...
Do we have a winner for Puppet Master 5?
What am I doing? I'm looking at winners. I need to look up, actually, real quick, because we didn't do that in the pre-show like we normally do.
I thought you did.
No, it's all Rob's fault.
Danny's got the computer on his side of the desk.
It's all Rob's fault.
Get your MacBook all
I was rushing you guys.
Oh, what is my microphone doing here? There we go. All right. Oh, first thing pops up on my feed, a stupid picture of Rob vaping.
It's podcast time. It's podcast time, baby.
What song are you playing in that there video?
How do you not know that song?
I didn't press play. I'm trying to do other things right now.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh boy. It's getting a little loud here.
Oh man, Jefferson Starship, son.
For fuck's
Jefferson
sake.
Starship. I didn't even know that's what the name. I know the song, but I just didn't know the name of the artist.
Starship.
If my computer wasn't being slow as dick.
Why don't you get internet, Danny?
I hate CenturyLink.
Why don't you just get them internets, man?
I got internets. All right.
Internets.
Kevin Laval posted a couple. Oliver B. again posted a good one.
Good old Oliver.
My favorite is Oliver B. again's Princess Bride meme with a Inigo Montoya that says, horror keeps using the tagline, the final chapter. I don't think it means what they think it means.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually. I did see
so
that.
good. That was so good. Of course,
great.
David Martin really crushed it with the Quaid. I need you to watch Puppet Master. It's so good. And then he has Arnold from Eraser saying it's just been erased.
That's right.
That's a good inside joke. Somebody listening to the podcast. That was awesome.
All right, let's see here. Rob Gleason has a...
Oh, shout out to Brett Peterson. He got his shirt with all of our faces on it.
Oh, nice.
Happy about it.
BP. Heck yeah, man.
Let's see here. Dad Timothy, you're a moderator. You can't post. You can't win anymore because I can't win anymore either.
Well,
So Thad can't
Thad-
win if I can't win.
No,
I've
but
been
you're on the
asking for
podcast.
stickers.
You're
I've been
on the
asking for
show
stickers
itself.
for like 6 months. Thank God I'm on the
so
show.
Thad
I've
could
sent you
technically
stickers
still
like
win.
2 times.
Yeah, but you sent me like 3 stickers, Danny.
How many
like,
stickers does one need?
I need like 30, man.
For what?
Because people want them. I gotta hand them out, man. It's like having a business card.
People want him. I gotta hand him out.
Lordy.
No, I think Thad could still win because he's not on the podcast.
Well, Thad has one before.
Yeah, but we're just saying he still can.
All right.
I'm voting for. Who am I voting for?
Do we have any newbies?
Yeah, and I'm giving it. So
You're giving it.
You better give it to David Martin.
David Martin's won like 4 times.
I mean, but make it a nice round number.
4 is not a nice round number. All right.
No.
Horror freak of the week is Kevin Laval
Kevin Laval.
with 3 memes at least submitted for this week.
Oh, see, that's commitment right there.
I think he's won before.
I don't think so. Oh, and look, he's a conversation starter in our group, tagged with conversation starter badge.
Good man.
Look at
Awesome,
that.
Kevin.
If you guys didn't know,
Making
Facebook's doing
moves.
this thing now where if you start relevant conversations, you get a badge that says conversation starter.
I'm a conversation starter in the group.
Are you really?
I think so because of all the troll posts that I've
You
made.
get a noteworthy badge.
Yes, Kevin Laval, Horror Freak of the Week. Send us a message on the Facebook page with your shirt size and address, and we will reward you greatly.
With a CCH
Greatly the reward shall
shirt. Beautiful CCH shirt.
Yes. All
be.
right.
Which one are we saying he won with?
Ooh,
Although
David,
the one
David
with-
Martin, conversation
Yeah.
starter. Rob does not have that badge. He has the
I did have
admin
that badge at one point.
All I see is admin next to your name here. What else do we got in
It's
here?
because Facebook's out to get me.
I don't see anything else on. Freddie Torres, conversation starter, giving away his digital copy. Giving away his digital copy of Hereditary.
Ooh.
David Martin's a conversation starter. Nobody wants your digital copy of Hereditary.
Well, I want to see it. I
Terrible.
haven't seen it
I
yet.
want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I didn't know it was out on.
Yeah, I'll probably
The
just
digital.
rent it though. I'm sure someone's taken that code already. Jamie Spicer, conversation starter.
Lance Dale, conversation starter.
All right,
LD.
I'm done looking through these people.
So yeah, get your memes in, guys.
Where's Lance Wagner? He's always hiding in here somewhere.
All right, get your memes in next week for. Should we start doubling up on these or what? Or is that too much Puppet Master to watch in 1 week?
Well, I mean, I don't watch any of them.
Well, you better because you get them in the DVDs coming in.
No, I
don't
think.
know.
Well, what are we at? How many do we have left?
We'll be at 7, and then I have 9 in my pack, but supposedly there's more. But the one doesn't count, so I think there's, if you count the newest one, there's like 11, I think. So we'll see. So we'd be on 7 next week.
Yeah.
Is there no justice in this world? First, we got to put up with a Halloween reboot, and then we got to do friggin' Puppet Master for the next 5 weeks.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we might do
But get
7
your
and
memes
8.
in. Get your memes in.
Get your memes in
All
for
right.
Puppet Master 6.
That concludes the Hoarder halftime.
Yes.
Yes.
So one thing I do.
Yes.
Clarice. One thing I like about these bullies, though, is the guy, Joey, which is the main bully, played by Michael Guerin. He gets attacked by Pinhead when he sneaks into Jane's window there, and he throws Pinhead down on the concrete and stomps him to death, which is what these people should be doing.
Yeah, I've always said stomp the puppets to death, and apparently it works. Stomped him to death.
We saw it with our own eyes.
and
it
they had to
works.
fix him up.
And yeah, his arms is off, his legs off, and
Tank had to rebuild him.
Tank had to rebuild him.
So suddenly stomping him to death works.
You just got to throw him on the ground. It's pretty easy. Then you stomp on them, and as hard as you can, and there you go. Voila.
Sort of like
Voila.
babies you don't want.
Yeah. Baby dogs.
No.
What?
No. Neither of those.
That's bad.
Just human babies.
Oh, you're so messed up, man.
You have a brand new human baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I want it, so I would never do that to it.
Well, good. That's a good thing. So, but then he gets
They
he
come
gets
to
fucked.
investigate Danny. No. I just said you do that to babies
Yeah.
you don't want.
We heard you on the
Yeah.
podcast, Danny.
It's completely
You have
different.
to not want the baby.
We have information that's leading us to believe that you are not just Mr. Daniel Bonin, but you are also a Judd Crandall,
Yeah.
Now-
famous pedophile.
Now, I'll have you know, I've been trying to shrink a man into a little puppet boy for years, and I haven't got to work yet. But I have got one of my tunneling puppets to drill his penis off so I could shove it in my ear.
And that's what the puppet did to the bully. He drilled his penis off. Tunneler got Joey. God, Judd, we need to get him out of here. He always just pops in here.
Oh, Judd's always welcome.
He's just a perverted old man.
It reminds me of the good old days when we were watching good movies like Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
Yes. And making pedophile jokes. We can't even make pedophile jokes. These movies are not even worthy of pedophile jokes.
Yeah. We're just joking, guys, all aside. We wouldn't stomp a baby to deth.
Scotty's
Yeah,
really
no, we're
worried
not
about
joking
that.
Take him-
about the.
just take
we're
him-
not joking about the Puppet Master movies. These are
To an
fucking
adoption
terrible.
center. Yeah, these puppet masters. Oh, man.
Oh, gosh. Anyways, where did we leave off?
Well, I was talking about the bully that got his penis drilled off by Tunneler.
Also, this Tank is supposed to be like a big guy, but he really isn't. He's really no bigger than the other bullies. And this whole movie, you can tell, is based around him being this. They call him Tank because he's a big doofus.
Yeah.
And there's multiple lines in the movie about him being a large man. And he's just not at all. He's just like the same. He's just normal size. And
Yeah, they should have just named him Ted.
Ted Hardy.
She even says, what did she say to him? She's like, you have very, very large hands. And he's like, that's sort of a precursor to the rest of my body.
Yeah. It didn't really make sense. And then
Basically saying his dick is fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's going to wreck her with it.
he's like, it comes with the body, with having a big body, too.
Something. He
It
said
ain't got
something
no
like that.
gas in it.
I mean, you really see his dominance, though, when
Tank. Yes.
Tank's dominance, when all the bullies are picking on Jane, and then he comes and saves the day and grabs the main bully and pushes him up against the hood of the car and chokes him, and the other guys just can't get him off of him.
They aren't doing anything. They're just pulling on him. They should have just started wailing on his face.
And apparently he freaked him out too much to where he was too big and mighty, and they were afraid.
If someone's choking your friend on the hood of a car and you're trying to pull them backwards and they're not moving, just start punching them over and over again in the side of the face.
Yes.
Right in the temple.
Just grab him
Or
right
the
in
stomach.
Just do that.
Grab, just grab his dick.
Or just grab his penis.
Just grab his dick, whisper in his ear, yeah, you fucking like that, huh?
Then he'll freak out and run and cry. Or just grab his legs, both his legs, and just lift him up and pull him down.
There's just a lot of options,
There's so many options here, guys.
is our main point.
Yes. We could go on and on about this.
We could have an entire podcast about the options.
Yeah, but we basically are.
So
And then when she tries to run away from the situation, the girl, but from the bully, I guess, who's trying to rape her, I don't know what's going on here. She just runs right into
It's
him.
the 90s, man. You know, we got to have rape awareness in our movies.
She just runs into him over and over again. She's like, get out of my way.
Yeah,
But
why
then-
didn't she just
But
turn-
then she runs directly into him like 3 times when she's trying to walk away. She just needs to go the opposite direction, or
Just-
to the right or left.
just go to the far left and walk past him.
Yeah. Like, get out of my way. And then she runs right into him.
Like, straight
3
into him.
times.
Yeah, that scene was not blocked well at all.
No, not at all.
No. So yeah, that's then they fall in love. Tank and Jane fall in love. Well, she loves him, but who knows about?
Yeah, he's just having a fling.
Yeah, that's what he's doing because they obviously get in bed and they have a good kiss, and obviously you have that romantic kiss music that happens.
90s music playing.
90s romantic kiss music.
Wow, chicken
No,
wow,
it's more
wow.
like some kind of cheesy ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
It just ruined the moment for me. You had to have that kind of music though at at those times, especially
Yes.
in this movie.
So, anyways, we find out that this whole time the toy maker, the puppet master, has hired Tank to carve all the separate pieces to perfection that will eventually be put together and made into a small puppet, in which he will be his soul will go into. Which at the end isn't really a puppet. It's like this robotic thing.
Yeah, it's like a little robot exo squad thingy.
With his, instead of a head, it has a small TV screen with his actual face in it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's like they were going to do it one way and then got there and we're like, fuck it, let's just use this thing.
Yeah, I mean, where was the puppet that he spent so much time on
Yeah, I
throughout the
didn't
whole
see
movie?
any of these wooden carved portions on this puppet. It was like a toy robot.
And that's the one he was supposed to go into because he put his soul into it when he was working on it.
I don't know.
It didn't make sense.
This whole ending didn't make sense.
Yeah, it was bad.
So we have the lightning bolts that apparently, I don't know how they caused the lightning bolts to come. Nothing happened. There was no chanting. He was just laying on a table in his underwear. And then there was this toy robot on the table. And then all of a sudden lightning happened.
Yeah,
then his soul was transferred.
It was transferring lightning bolts, which 90s lightning bolts in horror movies.
No one even did anything. No one did the old ooey dooey dembala, whatever the fuck it is. No one chanted.
No chanting, no spells were put on him. It just happened because it was working because he put so much passion into it.
So then it happens, and the girl comes in and she freaks out because her boyfriend's a tiny little robot now with his face on a screen, and the puppets go crazy and kill the puppet master for some reason.
McGrew. Well, I don't understand. And this happened in a previous movie where the puppets attacked the puppet master, which we have no idea
reason. Why. I don't understand.
Yeah, and like they knew this was happening. They were there in the room the whole time
they
he
were
was doing
watching it happen. Then it happened, and then they all attacked McGrew and killed him.
Slash his face. They didn't kill him because what's his name?
Yeah.
Tank kills him indefinitely. But
they slash him up. They go to try to kill him. Tank is now a little robot, and he uses
TV screen.
And he uses lightning coming from his TV screen head to kill the. Well, we don't even know if he died.
Yeah.
Then it just abruptly ends while he's getting electrocuted.
Blade really fucked up McGrew's face too. That was pretty cool. The effects on his face, the cut up face.
Yeah, but basically this whole thing just ended. It was like they just ran out of money.
Yeah.
It was like, what's that movie we just watched, Rob, on Netflix?
Oh.
The apocalyptic one.
Oh God, yeah. What this is
With Forrest Whitaker.
End?
Yeah,
Like, this is the end.
Is that what it was called?
I think it's something like that. Yeah, but the
Or it just
Forrest Whitaker is so crap.
You're like, what the fuck?
It ends with the dust cloud or whatever.
Yeah, you don't even know
coming
what
up,
happens.
and then it's like, oh, credits roll. It's like, oh, movie was.
That's how this was.
I think it was called How It Ends, right? How It Ends?
Yes, I think that was it. How it
So
ends.
then
And of course, they don't tell you how it ends at all. It's,
Yeah.
it's a real,
See, it's a joke.
great joke.
It was planned.
So this one's basically directly in the middle of the climax and then it just ends.
Yeah, like he's Tank's zapping McGrew in the face, and the daughter's trying to stop it. And
Daughter's watching, she's freaking out.
and then it cuts away.
He's getting zapped. It cuts away and the credits start rolling.
and like, yeah.
I mean,
what?
I was happy that the credits started rolling
Yeah.
and the movie was over, but I was like, what the fuck?
There was no resolve to it,
Yeah, none.
but
Maybe
what
the next one will pick up right there.
Yeah, maybe you'll see the little TV screen and the little robot. So funny. But so that was Puppet Master 6.
What's funny is they were interviewing George Peck.
George Peck.
Yeah, who played the puppet master about it.
He's the doctor.
And he was basically comparing this opportunity or this role to gothic horror and that of Vincent Price and Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi,
and
yeah.
It's like,
His take on it.
No, this is just Puppet Master 6.
Apparently, George Peck fell ill during the shooting and was forced to walk off the set for a few days. And
Yeah, he fell ill once he gathered the scope of the project he agreed to.
And he was hoping he could stay sick the rest of the time, but no. They brought him back on. But co-producer Kirk Edward Hansen was used as a double for scenes that didn't require Peck. But then obviously Peck came back and finished it. And they cut the movie short because they said, this is all we got, guys. Our budget's spent. I wonder if they just didn't have enough money. or if that's just how they wanted to finish it.
They're like, no, like the next movie we're going to make, we need at least 10 or 15 minutes of intro. So we're going to leave this on a cliffhanger, just like the friggin' Phantasm movies, just so we could do the previously on Puppet Master.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much how they do it. The whole first 15 minutes of these last two movies have been just credits and previously recaps. But yeah, Puppet Master 6, Curse of the Puppet Master. That was that. Yeehaw. So we'll see what happens next with Puppet Master 7. We'll see if we want to do 2 or 1 or whatever.
We might kill 2 birds with one stone. And I'll research which ones we should do. If maybe we do all 9 and the Reich, the newest one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But we can't skip. If we're going to do the newest one, how do we skip other ones? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, there's that one that Charles Band had nothing to do with that Rob was talking about. And the 9 disc skips one of them. So I think, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, we know, Rob, you didn't watch anything this week.
What did you watch?
Just Van Damme movies.
Van Damme movies. I'm trying to think. I think I just watched some Van Damme movies over the weekend, and I mean, like, we've been kind of watching. Actually, we didn't watch any this week, but we will be keeping up on Castle.
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock.
Stephen King series.
And I do really want to watch the Mr. Mercedes,
What's
the
that?
serial killer Stephen King series. It's like only on like the AT&T network or some shit for DirecTV. I cannot find a way to get this show, but
That's dumb.
It's very dumb, but it does look awesome. So I'm trying to think if I actually watched anything.
I don't know if I did either.
I need to look up my shit again, actually. What
was this week?
How do you look it up on Amazon, Danny?
I don't remember. I don't remember well enough to tell you where
There it
to
is.
go.
I'm going to ask Liz if we watched anything.
Where was it?
She's here.
Where was it?
No, I went. Oh, okay. I just went to my watch list because I don't delete them after I watch them.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Okay, it wasn't this week, but over the last little while, I did watch Free State of Jones.
Oh yeah,
with,
that's
Matthew McConaughey.
I have that saved, but I haven't watched it. Is it good?
It's pretty good. I watched Cell, that Stephen King thing with Samuel L. Jackson and John Cusack. It was friggin' terrible. It was so bad.
What is it?
Oh, Cell. It's about like cell phone signal or terrible. Cyborg, technically kind of horror with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's not a horror.
Still amazing.
God, it's just great.
Truth or Dare, the new Blumhouse thing.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, it was actually a little while back, but it was pretty good. It was just fun. I mean, it wasn't. I think everybody knew what this was going to be, and it was still good. And then the icing on the cake was Nicolas Cage starring as like a 14th century knight fighting
you mean
demons.
Season of the Witch?
Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with. I knew.
I've seen that.
I knew it was going to be terribly good.
It was terribly good.
I have seen that before. It's been a long time though.
The CGI witch was just as awful as I imagined it would be.
Of course.
What's the one I saw? Yeah, The Wicker Man. I saw that.
Oh, the bees!
Yeah,
Not the
he's
bees!
stuck up in the top of the wicker, the enormous wicker basket.
Another terribly good movie.
Yep, it is. I didn't get anything this week, guys. I was just too busy.
Yeah, I guess I'd. What did I have on here? Yeah, I mean, I watched Hostels. It's not a horror movie, but it was good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's on Netflix now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's why I watched it the other night.
Yeah, I need to watch that. It's on my list.
I swear I did watch something else.
I watched the Voices. That's right. I finished
Again?
The Voices because we didn't finish it.
Oh.
The one time. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. That's right. I've
been meaning to see that. Is it good?
Oh,
It is good, man.
It's good.
It's
funny.
good. It's a bloody good time.
Yeah, my wife saw it when I was out of town or something, and she was like, she just said it was weird, so I haven't had a chance to watch it.
It's awkward, but I'm sure it's
funny
good. And gory. It's good.
I watched the extremely juvenile rough cut of She Walks the Woods.
Oh, I watched that as well.
I've watched that like 4 times now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rough cut.
Coming along.
I haven't watched
coming
the
along.
assembly cut, but I have watched.
I didn't watch the whole assembly cut. I just skimmed footage that I was looking certain places where I thought maybe we needed some different footage. I skimmed.
Good things are coming, guys. We're excited.
Yeah, we're spending a whole nother evening Sunday night doing some pickup shots.
Yeah, for stuff that we wrote.
And you guys, Danny and Rob, are writing it.
I helped write it.
Yeah.
You guys are rock and roll.
Well, I guess
I already
technically,
seen.
I wrote it, and then Danny goes in there, and then he's like,
makes it not like a kindergarten.
He's like, you don't punctuate.
Yeah, you put
very
grammar
well,
in it.
and like I misspell words apparently when I'm like really fired up and have like half a heart on.
Yeah, we get what you mean though.
I think you just do it all the time, and no
Probably
punctuation.
So. Look,
Yeah.
you don't need punctuation in a script. I'm not writing a novel.
Just grammar. Is that the same thing, pretty much?
So, anyways, yes, we will be working more on that. Hopefully,
Very excited.
We thought we were gonna have to reshoot one of the deaths, but now we don't. So I'm very happy about that. But yes,
we're almost.
keep an eye out. We still have a lot to do, but maybe in a couple months we will have it ready for release somewhere. So
We'll keep you guys posted on that.
I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I want to watch Hereditary because it's now
Me too.
available. So
We
maybe
should
I'll
watch
do that
that.
like tonight or tomorrow or something.
It's
We should do a date.
oh man, it's
Have you seen it, Rob?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you saw it in theaters.
Went like opening weekend.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
A lot of people are saying it freaked them.
It's not, to me, it's not a theater worthy movie. As in, I don't think that like watching it in theater made it any better. Like to me, you're going to get just as much out of that movie sitting at home watching it as in the theater, because
That makes me feel better now.
it's not. It's got good effects, but it's not like Covenant. Like I saw Covenant in the theater, despite I didn't really like it that much. Like I didn't like the end of it because it's not canon. Like this goes off like
I don't even remember how it ended.
It ended with Michael. It ended with Michael Fassbender.
of
Like
them.
remember Michael? He took the embryo and puts it in with all the baby embryos.
And then they leave in the spaceship.
Yeah, and so this is like a completely different storyline for the Xenomorph because like I keep wanting it to lead up to Ripley.
Yeah.
And
But
you
it
think
never
it's-
does.
And you think it's the good Michael Fassbender, but then it ends up not being the good Michael Fassbender.
There is no
That's
good
right.
Michael Fassbender. They're all terrible.
So yes, well, they're just giving. This is really Scott saying he still wants to make more before he connects it.
A lead up.
I hope he does. I mean, because they're good. They're good. But like Covenant and Prometheus, I both saw in theaters, and I'm glad I did because even like in 4K at the house, it's not like the theaters. The theaters was really good for those movies.
But as you're saying, Hereditary.
Hereditary isn't. It's a very art movie.
I see.
But not art like visual effects. It's a very moody movie. Like there's really weird moods in it, and people say like you need to watch it, which in this case I agree with. You probably need to watch this movie 3 or 4 times to pick up on it. Once watch Hereditary, then Google the ending of it, read up on the ending, and then it all makes sense because there's a whole bunch of like folklore and kind of like stuff that they don't, which is kind of cool. They don't just spell it out for you. And then watch it again, probably. And people say like
It'll click better.
well, they say like if you do that, if you do the Google and you research it, and then you watch it again, you'll see like there's certain numbers of objects in every single scene, and there's things in the background, almost like how in The Exorcist they had like the flashes of the demon face out of very lightly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, which is kind of cool, but
Yeah.
it's not like a big blockbuster had to see it in theater type movie.
All right, well,
We'll give it a watch.
check it.
But not like Evil Dead 2013, which I did see in theaters.
Oh, so did I.
Fucking incredible in theaters.
Fuck yeah.
I left that movie. Like, I left that movie like my hands shaking. Like I have to. Actually, I saw it in theaters 3 times.
Dude, I love that movie. Well,
I paid full price. I paid full price, and I was like the last week to go in and see it in like the AMC, the big theater, and then the next week it was released in like the dollar theater. So it was like $1.50 a trip. So I was like, shoot, I'm going back. I'm going to go back. I spent, I watched it 3 times in theaters.
It's so good. It goes by so quick too. It's like,
that was like, what was it? Dawn of the Dead 2003 or 2004. I saw that like at least 4 or 5 times.
That's a good one too. It's a great one.
I've
rarely ever gone to a movie more than once in a theater.
Yeah.
I think the only one, maybe 3 movies in my entire life. I think the original Matrix, maybe Titanic, only because my dad and Scotty wanted to see it again, and then The Revenant I watched twice in theaters.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't going to like theaters like I wasn't going to like the like the Alamo Draft House. Like it was like it was like $1. It was like $2.50 a trip, but. After seeing it for the first time in theaters, like I knew it was like, man, I gotta have that sound. I gotta have that. I gotta have that experience again. Hereditary just wasn't like a theater experience.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll check it out.
I kind of wish I would have waited. It's going to be like that Halloween 2018. You might as well just go direct to video.
Yeah, we shall see. I'll give it a watch.
I don't know why Stella's freaking out in the background.
I'm just trolling everybody. Tell Stella. Who is that? Stella?
I don't know
or
if you're catching that or not, but yeah, she's freaking out back. I need everyone donate to the Patreon so I can get a door from my office.
Yes, that would be nice. Speaking of Patreon,
all right, let's wrap it up. We'll be back next week with more Puppet Master. I know everyone's so excited. Follow us on at Danny Bonin, at Scotty Bonin, at the Rob O'Neill 1986. And
I have changed my Instagram.
Oh God, well,
you say it.
So what is it easier now?
Well, no, it's never easy.
What is it?
Hold on, I'm changing it right now.
You haven't changed it.
I'm changing it right now to username is going to be O'Neillio with 4 O's.
Okay.
O'Neillio.
O'Neillio with 4 O's on Instagram. Follow us.
It worked. It changed.
Follow us at Cult Classic Horror on everything except CC Horror on Twitter. Patreon.com/Cult Classic Horror if you want to help us out. And cultclassichorror.com for everything we do and our store as well. So cool. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. We'll catch you next week.
Catch you next week, guys.
Later.
Don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.